Hi guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel PLife, the pharmacist life, bringing you great healthcare advice and tips. So today's topic is on ear infections, and I have just been getting one or two, actually quite a few questions in regards to the ears from just messages from my friends on Facebook, as they know I'm a pharmacist. And so I just thought I would share some things on my channel which could help you or a member of your family or someone who really needs this. So you can definitely share this video to them, get them to watch it, see how it can help them as well. Let's dive into today's topic and let's go. Welcome back everybody. So like I said earlier, today's video is going to be ear infections. So I will just be sharing a few signs and symptoms for you to know that you've got an ear infection, and just basically how you can identify it and how, just one or two tips on what you can do about it. So first of all, the symptoms is what I will be discussing. Symptoms of ear infection mainly would be pain inside the ears, okay? Our ears are divided into three sections. So the outer ear, the middle ear, and the inner ear. So the outside, the middle just here, which is leading to the ear canal and down a little bit, and then the inner ears is right on the inside, which is connected to our brains, our nose, our throat. The outer ear and the middle ear are the infections that we can treat in the pharmacy. So if you've got an outer ear infection or a middle ear infection, then we can treat those in the pharmacy. Symptoms of the outer ear would be sort of maybe an allergic rash, maybe like a bruising on the outside of the ear, just on the exterior outer area here, and just maybe a little bit just on the inside of the ear canal. So those are what we call outer ear infections. So if you've got anything around there, then there is something you can use over the counter. So that's what we call outer ear infections, and you can treat that. Some people tend to have eczema in the ears. Most of the time you have to either go to your local pharmacy or your doctors to get something to treat that. Other things could be also sores and boils in the ears. Sometimes the symptoms of, say, your body's fighting an infection on the inside, so you could get those. And they're just things that you can use on the outer ear if you've got infections on there. But mainly my discussion will be on the inner ear. So symptoms of those sort of ear infections will be pain in the ear. So it could either be sharp pains in the ear, or it could be continuous dull ache, which could last a whole day, or it could be also ringing in the ear, and then pains that actually you feel on the inside, and you can feel them going down the ear canal, linking with your throat. You can, when you've got an infection, you would actually feel the pain going all the way down, traveling all the way down, and you would feel like a warm saliva or warm sensations in there as well. Obviously it can also give headache. You can get lots of pain in the ear that can cause headaches. So those sort of pains is definitely a symptom of ear infections, okay? The other thing is if you are experiencing like a fullness in the ear, okay? So that other symptom is what we can also treat over the counter, and we call that earwax, okay? Earwax is when there's a build of wax in your ears by the production of your own body producing wax, which is supposed to protect the ear from foreign bodies going into it and traveling the way down. Some people produce a lot of earwax, and then it causes a fullness, deafness, So when you feel that deafness feeling, it's probably most likely earwax build up in your ears. That can be treated over the counter in your local pharmacy. And obviously if it's too full and whatever you use over the counter is not working, then it means that you need to book an appointment with the nurse so that they can drain it. Before they drain the ear, they tend to advise that you use olive oil, put some olive oil drops in your ear so it could soften the earwax so they can, draw it out. There are different products that you can use. Like I said, there is olive oil, which you can use to soften the earwax. There is hydrogen peroxide, which you put in the ears. It breaks up the earwax. You hear the fizzle and bubble in your ears, and that helps drain it all the way out. With children, their symptoms tend to get displayed differently compared to adults. As adults we can be able to voice out, but with children it's different. So if your child is basically tugging at the ear, being very irritable, not eating at all, that loss of appetite, then definitely it's best to consider that they could have an ear infection. If they're crying at night time, that like they can't really lay on that side of the ear, then it's definitely an ear infection, because children tend to have a lot of ear infections, especially because it's triggered by viruses. So when it's a viral infection that they have in their whole body, they tend to get ears and throat infection. If your kid's feeling very irritable, literally crying or tugging at their ear all the time, can't sleep, feeling very poorly, definitely consider that they might have ear infections. How can we treat some of these infections? Like I've said, I've already been given tips on what to do as I was talking along, but mainly is to go to your local pharmacy and just say you want to speak to a pharmacist or someone over who is trained, a healthcare assistant or professional who is trained, should be able to answer some of your questions, especially if you are having pain in your ear. If you're having pain in your ear, there's a high chance that you've either got a viral infection or a bacterial infection. With bacterial infection, you get a lot of fever, you just feel so unwell, and sometimes you can't even get nausea with it. With viral ear infections, you tend to get aches and pains and general malaise with that. So definitely the pharmacist would be able to advise you that you need to see the doctor to get some antibiotics to help with the ear infections. So if you've got what we call tinnitus, which is ringing in the ear, okay, that can be as a result of a few things. Actually, that can be as a result of if you're listening to loud music quite often. If you're someone that loves the loud music, then you get a lot of ringing in your ears. That can actually affect your inner ear in general and cause long-term problems like loss of hearing, because what you're doing is you are vibrating the muscles in your ears quite a lot, and it can cause hear loss, and also can cause what we call ringing in the ear, can cause labyrinthitis. And because of that labyrinthitis is actually displacement in the balance in your head, and so you get what we call vertigo. And vertigo is basically everything around you is just moving. Literally everything is moving, constantly moving, and it's upside down, and you literally cannot stand at all, or you can't even bring your head up because everything around you is moving. So it is always a case of trying to make sure that your music is at a considerable volume for you to be listening to, so you're not causing long-term damage to your ears. So we always advise not to listen to too much loud music, which in our day and age that's quite hard. We tend to listen to loud music a lot. It's not really good for our ears actually, so definitely worth reconsidering. Okay, so that's it from me. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. I hope this 1 or 2 tips has helped, and I hope you learned a few things from it. If you have any other questions for me, just click on the link below or just send me a comment and message me, and I'll see how much I can help. I hope this will help you and your family. And don't forget that the symptoms are very important. If the person is feeling really feverish, if the person is just feeling generally unwell, if there's a lot of pain in the ear, especially from the inside down to the jawline, then definitely that's a sign of infection. Okay, so make sure that you are just thinking of these symptoms and you are doing something about it, not leaving it for too long because of the long-term effect. Thank you guys. Have a brilliant week, and I hope to see you guys next week on my channel. Lots of love. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe to my channel, guys. The more people that watch this, the better it is. The more people that engage and communicate on what other information in terms of help they want to see, the better it is for me. So please comment, send me a message. I'd love to help, and subscribe to PLife, the Pharmacist Life. Thank you so much. Have a lovely week. Bye bye.